Price Cook, and this is June's edition of City Talk. And today I am with the Parks and Recreation Director, Courtney Nunn. We are going to talk about all things Parks and Recreation. And doing these outside, it's always a fun learning experience. You may hear a little traffic in the background. We wanted to show you all the updates to Kidstown. It's kind of overexposed in the background, but we're here. And so if you want to see these updates, come on down and see them for yourself. So we'll just get right into it and let Courtney tell us exactly what those updates are.
Oh, joy. So we can start with 2%.
Yeah,
you think?
2%.
Okay. Something that has been completed that a lot of you guys know about is Brighton Park Playground. If you haven't already visited the playground there, go over there, check it out. It's got a really cool tennis racket that you can climb on. So it's been really fun to bring to the community. We really wanted something that would be safe for Brighton Park and safe for all ages. And so I think that it's turned out really well. A lot of people have been over there, so we've had good feedback on it. So that's been pretty exciting. Some of the bigger projects on 2% has been the restrooms over at Traceway Park, which 2 locations, one between softball 5 and 6, which is a smaller module of the restrooms for the parks, and then the medium size is over there by baseball field 10. And so those are both part of the 2%. And then jumping over here to Kidstown, we've got the pickleball complex, which will bring restrooms to Kidstown, and that's been one of the biggest things.
Right.
We're so excited to get rid of these porta potties. So we might come up with some type of like getting rid of them type of thing. I don't know. We'll make it a whole to do. But it's been exciting. We're going to have 8 pickleball courts here. The building will have restrooms, pavilion, and a concession stand, so lots of space to come hang out. I'm looking forward to hosting some tournaments here and just really providing something for the community. Timeline right now with all the rain is the end of August, should we not have any more rain. So the more rain we have, the more days it's going to push back. So that's kind of what we're looking at. We're throwing around an opening day tournament sometime at the beginning of September, so look out for that. But yeah, so far that's 2%.
That's awesome. And it is incredible exactly how much different it looks at Kidstown. It is. I don't know if you knew what it looked like before, but now this restrooms, this building, and Parks and Recreation has done a really great job when they came up with this 2% outline or whatever you want to call it to keep it consistent between the parks. So if you've been to Lions Club and you've seen the bricks and the wood features, that's here too, and it is absolutely beautiful. So I know people are really excited about the bathrooms.
Yeah, we're trying to find some consistency across all of the parks as we're moving forward. With Kidstown, when we started making plans, we got a big master plan ready for Kidstown, and the pickleball courts are just the first phase of Kidstown and the upgrades that we'll have over the years. In the future for Kidstown, we're looking at some a skate park area. We're looking at some walking track over the entire park, as well as some outdoor fitness equipment, and then restructuring the dog park. And we may add a few more elements here and there, but that'll be the future of Kidstown here. So it's really exciting. There'll be a lot to do here at Kidstown. And additional parking, that's very important.
Yes.
Everybody's been wondering, we're building so much here, but we don't have enough parking. We've got some additional parking area for the future plans. So.
Well, that's great. And so I know another thing that y'all been working on in addition to 2% is this lighting project, the biggest sports lighting project in the history of Mississippi. I know we're getting close to the completion of the sports lighting portion of that project. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So we've had a lot of contractors out at the parks, specifically for this lighting project. We've been working closely with Path Company. And they have contracted through B&B Electric, who have done an amazing job. They worked really fast with the deadline that we asked for, which is July 4th. And they're getting close to that. We've started seeing a lot of old poles being dropped, and I say dropped, but put down, and hauled off. So that's exciting. We're excited to not have as many issues with lights out at the parks, and people can come out there and play and not have to worry about anything with it. It's a big project for sure.
So kind of sneaking into our next topic, when will you be debuting all of these new lights at the Traceway Park?
We're looking at July 4th, the Red, White, and Blue Fest this year. So, we're planning on doing kind of the unveiling of the lights, just I guess, presentation of lights, if you want to call it that. So it'll be something very exciting. We're planning on doing it between the end of the headliner and before the fireworks go off. So that'll be exciting. We'll cut all the lights on and let everybody see everything before we start the countdown for the fireworks, and then we'll shut everything off.
So speaking on July 4th, this is our 35th annual. We call it the Red, White, and Blue Fest now. Give us the breakdown of everything that's going on July 4th at Traceway Park.
Okay, so July 4th, gates will open at 4 p.m. The fun zone will open around that time too, so you can come out early, wait for the entertainment to take the stage. We've got Kyrus Against the Grain coming up as the opener, and he'll go on at 5:45, and then we'll start opening ceremonies at 7. And then that'll be right before we bring Jerika Singleton. Both hometown guys. We're excited to have them for the 35th year. So it'll be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of great sponsors this year, which we're excited about, and I do want to name some of those. Well, let's name all of them. Beginning with our main stage sponsor, which is Path Company. So we really appreciate them for that sponsorship. We've got the Mayor's Tent with Performance Therapy. We've got a partial Fun Zone sponsorship by Continental Tire. Under the star sponsorship level, we've got Musco Lighting, Alpha Insurance, Methodist Rehabilitation, Cadence Bank, Rotolo, Scoggins, Canizero, Cawthon, and Davis, Clinton Soccer Association, and Clinton Refrigeration. And then under the community sponsorships, we've got Richardson Athletics, One Way Promotional Products, Site One, Chick-fil-A, Los Parrilleros. Then we've got State Farm, Tim Bruss, Mississippi College, and the Draving family. And then we've got a sole sponsorship that someone gave us in memory of their father, Wilson Jeter. Wow. Really sweet. So that's exciting. With all of this, we've got some really amazing food vendors that are coming. We've got Copeland's Barbecue, Mazio's, we've got Dad's Dogs, and then jumping over to more of the sweets, we've got Lucy's Lemonade coming back for the second year. We've got Snow Biz, and then we've got Bridge Street Pops coming. So,
oh wow! So
lots of yummy food. So
good ways to cool off too, because it will be a hot one.
For sure.
If it's anything like it is today, we're sitting here sweating down.
Yep.
Well, thank you for giving us all the information about July 4th. Like you said, gates open at 4. It is a free event. It's $10 to park, cash only, correct? So we hope to see you there. And I guess I do want to say July 4th, Parks and Rec. July is Parks and Recreation Month. So we want to highlight our Parks and Recreation crew throughout the whole month of July, and how important Parks and Recreation is to our community, and the hard work that these guys do behind the scenes to make sure that happens. So I would just like to say right now, if you would like to sponsor any kind of lunch or goodies or anything for these guys during the month of July, please reach out to Courtney or myself, and I'll get you contacted with her, and we would love to show these guys a lot of love in the month of July.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, Courtney, is there anything you feel like we haven't touched on?
Not that I know of. It's just a lot happening. So we're excited for the future of our parks.
Well, we appreciate all that you do.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us for June's edition of City Talk, and we hope you have a wonderful